Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about some more unfortunate news in the world of The Walking Dead. I hate to say it, but new reports are saying that this is gonna be, or King Ezekiel is gonna be the next one to leave the show. Like, come on. I mean, only Daryl and Carol are gonna be sticking around. Next season is gonna be only Daryl and Carol. No, all jokes aside. I want to discuss this information, but first thing I want to say is that let's take this with a grain of salt because obviously it's not confirmed. And I'm also going to discuss some stuff in the comics, so in case you don't want to know, spoiler warning for that. But the thing I want to talk, I'm a little late to this. I've been busy the last few days, so I apologize. But the reason I want to talk about this is because, we're getting into a big part in the storyline right now. So in today's video, we're going to discuss this information and read this article from comicbook.com. But before I do begin, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe. But let's get started. They're also saying that it's a writer's decision, it's not like Kari Payne wants to leave the show, which kind of blows my mind because if it's a writer's decision, there's no reason why it should get leaked out like this. I mean, I get if it's like the actor who wants to leave because people, always are interested in what's next for them. Are they done filming, this and that? But if it's like a writer's decision, there's no reason why it should be leaked out. But anyways, the original article or the original source was from We Got It Covered, but I'm reading the article from comicbook.com. So this is what they had to say. We Got This Covered has heard from trusted sources that Kari Payne will be saying goodbye to The Walking Dead in either season 9 or the already commissioned season 10, with King Ezekiel set to meet his fate. Our source can't say for sure when it'll happen, but Payne has already been notified about what's in store for his character, and it sounds like it's a writer-led decision and not because the actor wishes to leave the show. So I gave that comic book spoiler in the beginning if you don't read the comics and you don't want to know. But the reason why this is such a big deal coming out at the time it is right now is because we're getting ready for the Pikes. Probably going to happen at the end of season 9, the season 9 finale, like episode 15 or 16, one of those two. I actually think it might be episode 15 because the synopsis for 16 reads like the aftermath of, the fair or something. But anyways, the Pikes are a big thing, and King Ezekiel is one of the characters who end up dying. He gets his head put on a spike. And they're saying that they're not sure if it's already season 9 or 10. They're already done filming season 9. And I have a feeling if this information is true, it's probably going to be the end of season 9. I feel like King Ezekiel, I feel like he's going to be, on the Pike. That makes most sense to me. And, if he is leaving 100%, that's the way I would honestly want him to go. I think it's a pretty cool, iconic death. But, I don't want him to go. I mean, I get it's a big death, a big comic book death. But the thing is that I kind of don't want King Ezekiel to go just because we lost so many good characters already, like Rick, Maggie, and Jesus, and obviously Glenn, Abraham, Sasha. But yeah, we lost a lot of good characters, so that's why I kind of don't want King Ezekiel to leave. I actually really like the TV show King Ezekiel a lot more than the comic Ezekiel. And I wish they would use him more too in the TV show. We haven't seen that much of him in season 9. Which kind of sucks. But I think we are going to get some Kingdom in some upcoming episodes. But still, if he had to die, if he's going to die 100%, which he's not, it's not confirmed, I'm saying that, the Pike would probably be the way to go. I just mentioned all those characters who are going to leave. I completely forgot about Michonne. Michonne is also leaving in season 10. Yeah, that report just came out recently. So yeah, that's another big character that's leaving, which really sucks. So, as much as that death is iconic in the comics, and I know a lot of people would honestly like seeing it on screen, and it's a big death, and it's, a big character like that, I just feel like with the amount of characters leaving the TV show, I feel like if they keep him around, it'll be pretty cool, and I would prefer that, honestly. And they also said this. They said, while the majority of those exits were influenced by actors' decisions, Payne is noted as being a creative choice by The Walking Dead's powers to be. Unlike Guerrera, Payne has been vocal about loving his position as King Ezekiel on The Walking Dead and has shown no signs of desire towards other pursuits. I don't exactly quite know how I feel just yet because I'm thinking about this more, and on one hand, I don't want to lose King Ezekiel, because of all the amazing characters we lost in the past few years. But still, saying that they shouldn't kill characters, they shouldn't kill a big character like Ezekiel or a fan favorite like Ezekiel just because, they've lost characters in the past kind of takes away from the writing power in the story they want to tell. Like, we can't limit them to that, because in The Walking Dead, it kills characters and they want to make this fair like a big thing, it's going to be like a huge iconic moment and they need a big death like that. So, I know earlier I was saying like I don't really want to lose King Ezekiel, but the more and more I think about it, and this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Do you want to lose King Ezekiel? Do you think it's necessary for the story, or do you want him to stick around? And we also know King Ezekiel dying would change Carol a lot, and we know Carol isn't going anywhere. At least it doesn't look like she's going anywhere. Melissa McBride signed a 3-year deal, so she's going to be sticking around for a couple more seasons. And, without a doubt, King Ezekiel's death is going to have a huge effect on her. It's going to have a huge effect on Carol because they've been together for like 6 years now, I believe. It might have even been longer than that, like 7 or 8, because they got together after the first time jump in season 9. So we don't know exactly, but definitely, 6 years plus. And, this isn't just like somebody it's not like they've been talking for a couple of months or something. They've been together for a long time. They're like married, I'm pretty sure. So, it's going to have a huge effect on her. So I totally get it, the writer's decision. And I want The Walking Dead to continue doing that because, they are losing a lot of characters because of actors' decisions and scheduling and this and that. But I still think it'll be pretty cool if, they do take out characters without us expecting it. Like Jesus, for example. Now, Tom Payne apparently showed interest that he was done leaving the show, but I didn't know that because that information didn't come out until we saw his death. So, for the first glance at, seeing that episode, I was like, oh shit, they just took out Jesus like that. And I was like, that's a good move from The Walking Dead because nobody really saw that coming. And then after that, all the news articles came out that, Tom Payne was frustrated or this and that, and he showed interest, and he showed that he wouldn't be upset if they killed him off. So it was sort of like a character decision or an actor decision. But still, I think if they kill characters that we don't really expect, it would do the show some good in a way. As much as I don't want to lose King Ezekiel, it makes sense for the story. It is a shame, though, that we haven't had much King Ezekiel in Season 9. Like, we had a little bit in the beginning, with him and Carol, but then they kind of sidelined him, which I'm kind of, against. I like King Ezekiel. I think Corey Payton is an incredible actor. I really like what he did with King Ezekiel. He brought so much life and charisma to that character that it's so fun to watch. But we are getting a couple Kingdom episodes in the second half, obviously, because they are going to be setting up the fair. So hopefully we get some more there. But we don't, like I said, we don't really know if it's going to be, season 9 or 10. But I have a feeling it's going to be the Pikes, and the Pikes are coming up this season. So if they already filmed it, I'm sure we are going to get like little nods, throughout the episode that, King Ezekiel might go out. Like maybe him and Carol get closer or something. I mean, they're married, obviously, but still. When The Walking Dead is gonna kill somebody, well, mine is Jesus because that came out of nowhere. But there's usually like build up in character, or kind of with Jesus, he had Aaron, but still, when The Walking Dead is gonna kill a character, sometimes there is build up with that character and emotional, turmoil for them, and we just kind of feel for that character, and sometimes we kind of have a sense that they're gonna go. Sometimes it's better when they don't do that, like I said with Jesus. But we'll see if they do that with King Ezekiel. I was also thinking of something interesting, that they're doing the fair at the Kingdom, and King Ezekiel could possibly be going out. And it's interesting because it's kind of like, dying in his homeland, and, he threw this big celebration for all the communities, and he ends up going out like that. But also, I think Carol could be upset about this because Carol and Michonne were talking about supplies, and Michonne said she couldn't help Carol. And maybe, Carol would be like, if we didn't do the fair at the Kingdom, maybe King Ezekiel would be alive still. But, I feel like that really doesn't make sense. But that's something Carol or somebody, if you lose a loved one, obviously you're going to be upset about something. And I can definitely see Carol being upset at Michonne or, some people because of, King Ezekiel and them doing it at the Kingdom. When obviously the Kingdom is the one community that's struggling the most. And they wanted to throw the fair there. Also, the episode 15 synopsis, I want to read that real quick because what I was saying earlier with the, Carol possibly being upset about people, this is what the synopsis reads. It says, the Fair of the Kingdom is underway, with all 4 communities coming together in celebration for the first time in years. While some packs are renewed, other deals will come at a much steeper price. So again, based on that synopsis, I can definitely see Carol being upset at the people, not just Michonne, but like everybody, because we saw in episode 6 that the Kingdom is struggling and they need supplies and things that are wearing down for them. And I could definitely see Carol being like, why would we throw it, why would we throw the fair at the Kingdom? Why not Hilltop or Alexandria or something? But, just throwing that out there, that could be a possibility. But I am going to wrap it up there. I just want to talk about this information with King Ezekiel and, you know, all this news and stuff. Nothing is 100% confirmed, so again, we gotta take this information with a grain of salt. But I want to hear from you in the comments down below. Do you want King Ezekiel to, you know, be piked? Or, I mean, no one really wants him to be piked, but like, do you think it's important for the story, or would you rather him, you know, stick around for a couple more seasons because we've lost so many characters? Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead content just like this, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.